Our utility also took center stage at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry. There has already been a parliamentary inquiry on the rot at Eskom, but it's expected that the Zondo Commission will delve deeper into issues of governance at Megawatt Park. ENCA's Erin Bates was keeping an eye on today's proceedings in Parktown. She joins me now from our newsroom. And so, Erin, the first part really today being about the reading onto the record and putting onto the record of several reports on Eskom. What are these reports and why is this important to do?
Yes, Tula, so one of those reports you've already mentioned there from the Portfolio Committee on Public Enterprises, they admitted the report in November of last year, and that was based on both oral and written submissions to the committee on the issues of governance and alleged criminality involving Eskom, various Gupta-linked companies and some consultancy companies as well, question marks around McKinsey, for example. That was just one of the reports. There were a slew of others, and we really got a sense from Advocate Vincent Maleka, Senior Counsel for the inquiry's legal team, on why these reports were tabled before the first witness. Let's have a look.
Chair, what we have decided to do is to draw your attention to a number of investigations that have been done before relating to those allegations affecting Eskom. We have decided to do so because we think it appropriate that we should not rerun those investigations. We decided to do so because you as the Commission do not have endless resources in order to rerun investigations and inquiries which have been previously done. We have also decided to take you through these reports in the first instance because they contain a number of findings, some of which are based on credible evidence, which has not been disputed by persons implicated in allegations of state capture. So that at the end of the day, the undisputed versions of witnesses who have testified before in previous investigations or inquiries should stand before you as prima facie evidence of weighty importance so as to enable you to make a finding one way or the other.
So, Erin, it does sound like this was, the Commission laying the ground for what testimony is to come from witnesses who will be testifying about the goings-on at Megawatt Park. But we did hear something, evidence that we've previously not heard before, and it's quite sensitive, isn't it? What is this evidence?
Yes, Tulas. In fact, Advocate Maleka indicated that there is new, never-before-heard evidence on two fronts. One batch of evidence is around financial flows. This information to stem from Standard Bank and to be tabled in early March, showing the reasons that Standard Bank decided to close its Gupta-linked accounts and report those transactions to the Finance Intelligence Center. And so we're going to get further details, the real checks and balances, the coins and the notes involved in those transactions, which we understand are also linked to Transnet and Eskom payments to consultancies, possibly including the likes of Trillion. So that's the one batch of new information. The other new information we're set to get is around a loan agreement between Eskom and a Chinese company, and that loan agreement to the tune of some 400 million rand, including a prepayment around, I think it is 2017. And so Maleka indicating that the inquiry's investigators have there too found financial flows information that has never before been investigated or reviewed, and that's set to be put before the inquiry.
But we also then expect to hear a bit more of the same cast of characters that we have seen. We've seen this movie before, so the cast includes the likes of Trillion, McKinsey, Tegeta, Optimum, and Jabu Mabuza will be the first witness.
Correct. So Eskom's board chair to take to the stand on Friday. He'll be the first witness from Eskom itself before the commission under oath to face questioning. And, he said before that he's not afraid to take questions. Well, he'll have to answer to what's going on at the national utility when he goes under oath on Friday. We also know from what Advocate Maleka said today at the inquiry that they have information on emails between people within Eskom to people outside of that state-owned entity on the negotiations of buying these critical coal mines in Mpumalanga. And we have to go back in time, talking about a movie, Tulas. We're going to just rewind a little bit, for those of us who remember VHS, to 2015, when Mosebenzi Zwane traveled to Zurich in Switzerland and there met with Glencore's CEO. At the time, Glencore owned these Optimum mines in Mpumalanga, and then those mines went into business rescue, and Tegeta, which is linked to the former president's son, Duduzane Zuma, and the Gupta family, was able to acquire these valuable assets in Mpumalanga. And here's what Maleka had to say on those emails.
Your investigators have come up with emails that show exchange of confidential information relating to Eskom that were disclosed by officials of Eskom to persons who have had interest in Tegeta in a manner that is worrisome, and that, in our view, ultimately, when we make submissions, indicate how this project of state capture was implemented in relation to the Blackfontein mine post-acquisition by Tegeta.
All right, so tomorrow we expect that it will continue more of the same, and then we really look forward to Friday when Jabu Mabuza takes the stand. ENCA's Erin Bates, thank you so much. She's watching the State Capture Commission of Inquiry for us.